Hi, my name is Grant, and today my topic is depression in the youth. So, teens across the world are struggling with depression and mental health more than you would think. It affects plenty of people every day, and you may never even know it. Mental health is a serious issue, and it's affecting kids and causing early suicides, and awareness to it is an absolute necessity. People need to start looking out for each other and be a part of mental health awareness. As a teenager, I have also struggled with mental health, and I'm sure plenty of other teenagers have struggled with it as well. And I know plenty of people around me that have struggled with it, and it's hard to deal with, which is why I know that it needs to be pushed to effect and bring awareness for it. Suicide rates nowadays are rising, especially for the group from 15 to 24, which is another reason awareness is an absolute necessity. So today I'm going to inform you on mental health and the causes that lead to the drastic feelings and changes in a teenager's daily life, as well as who may be suffering with it. So first, let me inform you on mental health and the effects of the youth. So things that involved in mental health are such things as depression, which lower your mental health and lower abilities that you have in your daily lifestyle. So they make you feel, depression makes you feel sad. It gives you a lose interest in things you may normally enjoy, and it also can affect your diet. Since depression is a mood disorder, it tends to leave people sad for no reason, which is frustrating and can worsen the effects and can make you even more sad and make your mental state even worse. Another thing depression can do is it makes you lose interest in the things you normally enjoy. So if you normally enjoy exercise and going outside and hanging with friends, you'll tend to lose that feeling and want to stay inside and be by yourself more, which is not good for your mental state. Depression also tends people to stray away from a healthy lifestyle, such as a healthy diet or healthy exercise or sleeping healthily, which is another reason that affects poor mental abilities and mental state. So now that you understand how severe mental health is and how poorly it can affect people, I'm going to talk about the cause of poor mental health. So having poor mental health isn't just random. It affects your emotions pretty bad, and it causes poor mental health. One reason for this is parents set unrealistic goals, which causes stress and causes poor mental health and depression to sink in. Another thing is untreated trauma. So if someone has suffered in the youth or whenever they were a kid, such as maybe a parent's divorce or someone in the family passing away, and they need to get their emotions out about this. If it's untreated and they don't see people or guidance for this, it causes people's depression and mental state to worsen. Which leads me to another point, which is if you leave kids alone with their feeling, which ties into the point I just brought across. If you leave kids alone with their feelings, they don't know how to deal with it yet. They're too young to understand how to rightfully make themselves feel better and what to do with these emotions they don't know how to express, which makes them feel alone and isolated when there's plenty of other people that suffer just like them, but they may not know it because they don't have anyone to talk to, so they don't have a way to deal with this stress and weight that's tied onto them, and which causes, again, poor mental health and depression just to sink in. So with your new understanding of how poor mental health can affect people, and especially the youth, I'm going to give you some tips on how to help and how to help yourself or others around you. So mental health is a very important key to a person's well-being, and as you understand now, from what I just told you, you would agree with that. And ways to help with this are to just constantly check in on people that you know, or constantly check in on yourself. Make sure you're doing well. Check for inconsistencies in people's lives and in your life, and maintain a good health. So if you leave your friends or yourself isolated without checking up on them. Again, that will cause poor mental health to affect you. And if you are noticing inconsistencies in your life and not doing anything about it, then you're just being ignorant to your own feelings and other people's emotions, which is something we need to be, as a whole, as humans as a whole, need to be more aware of this. That way we can help support people suffering with mental health and help to maintain a healthy diet, such as eating right, sleeping right, and making sure your friends are eating right and sleeping right. So as you go through life and struggle with depression or see others struggle with depression, you should be aware to this and not be ignorant, and help others and push for yourself to be better and push for others to be better. Understand how mental health affects people, poor mental health affects people, and how it can affect yourself. And just because it's not blatantly obvious that people are suffering doesn't mean that they're not. So you need to push forward, and you need to notice things in other people's lives, notice things in your lives to push for a better mental health.